Hey friend, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to filter out cold leads, aka find those less engaged subscribers in your Flodesk platform and see if they're still interested, and if they're not, give them the boot. You may be wondering, why would I do this? I've worked so hard to grow my email list to 345 subscribers, but if they're not opening your email, it's really going to affect your click-through rate, which you can see if you ever are on Flodesk. Just click on that, the open rate, the click-through rate, things like that. So this is really, this is pretty good in industry standards. But if you're, quite a bit lower than that, it might be good to do this. Again, I'm not flawless. My open rate 17.8% on that. So, okay, let's get into it. So first of all, we need to figure out who has not been active. So what I did is I went to audience, and then you want to sort them first of all. So we're gonna status active, and then because we don't want anyone who's unsubscribed, like we don't care about those people. So we care about them. I hope they have a great life, but and so then we're going to go to activity. When was a subscriber last active? This is kind of up to you and how frequently you email your list. If you only email your list then once a month, I would definitely be doing way more than 60 days. I would maybe do like a year. I email my list about once a week, and so I think I chose 6 or more months. So this just says if they have not been active for 6 or more months. So we'll click on that, apply that filter, and it'll give me the list of people. So from there, my next step is to create so if you come over here, you can select all of them. So I would select all 78 and then add them to a segment. And so there's just going to be a new segment. I've actually already added it right here. Cold subscribers, September 2021. So I just click that, click save, and now they're in a segment so that I can then send them an email. So the next step is to go to emails, of course, and create just a really basic email that says something to the effect of, I'm grateful you're on my list, but I, figured out that you haven't been active for a while. Just want to see if you're still interested. And if you're not interested, you don't need to do anything. If you are interested, click this button. And so that's what I'm doing in this email. I have a button at the bottom, and if they click it, then it will tell me, okay, they want to stay on my list. So a few things we want to set up before is if you go into whatever your website platform is, create some type of thank you page. You might already have one, but just having like a thank you page that maybe has some valuable resources. So you can see I have, check out stunning entrepreneurial websites, visit the blog. You could have some of your most famous blog posts, whatever. So having some value there so that when they have that button that they click on and go to, they're going somewhere valuable, right? And it also is kind of just like a little thank you page. I have a thank you page for all my freebies. Just a little trick right here. If you have a thank you page that you just like, when someone gets a freebie, they get this where it says, thanks for signing up for your download, your freebie's on the way. I don't necessarily want them going to that section because they aren't signing up for a freebie. And that would be very confusing. But I can have them go to this page. I'm just trying to save myself time, quite honestly. I could recreate this page. I'm being a little lazy. But if you also want to be lazy like I am being, you can have them just go to this section. So automatically when they click it, that's the top they will see. Granted, if they were to scroll up, they would see that, but I don't really care. So the way you do that is you find the name of the page, which I know the page name is thank-you. So it would be Rebecca Reed Creative /thank-you, and then do the little hashtag and the name of the canvas. So I know the name of that canvas is inspiration. And the way that I know that canvas is inspiration is if you look right here, it says inspiration, and over here it says canvas name. So what it'll do is when it pulls this page up, it's going to just automatically pop down to that canvas, and that'll be the first thing I see. So that's kind of what I did. I just took this link, copied it, Command C, and then went over to my email, and I'll go into the email so you can see it. And I just made a button, which if you know how to create emails in Flodesk, they're pretty easy. Made the button bold so that they could find it. And I made sure to highlight the section in the email that said I'm removing anyone who's not engaged. So here's the button. I linked that with the little hashtag, short and sweet. Next. Who's the email coming from? I always suggest putting your name. If you have a company name that you are known by, you could always do, Bekah and then Full Bloom Creative. That's one of my friends. But mine is Rebecca Reed Creative, so I don't need to do that. But having your name is a really great way to increase deliverability. Continue again. Moving on to the next step. Just making a subject line, hey, and then I did on Flodesk @ and you can have it be their first name. And then if they don't have their first name, I just have it say friend. So that's how I got that. You just go @ and then click first name, and then friend is what I replaced it with. So that's how I got that. And then I have a question for you. And then moving on to the next step, we are going to decide when it goes out. Doesn't really matter. I usually trust Flodesk's system. Oh, sorry. First, we have our recipient. So this is where you're going to include the cold subscribers, the 78 subscribers for me who haven't been active in 6 months. So that's where you click that. You don't need to exclude anyone. It's not going to go out to anyone else on your list besides them. And then continue, and then you will choose a time and a date. I just did it for Tuesday. For me, Tuesdays deliver really well. So later, Tuesday time, I just trust their best time for morning. And then I click schedule, and you're ready to go. And then I'll show you the next step to filter it out. I would wait like a week, just in case some people, don't check their email or whatever. But in a week or 5 days or so, I will come back to Flodesk, and I will see who has clicked that button. So if I go into a past email, if you click those little things, you can see the open rate and things like that. So we'll go to view details on this particular email. This email, I think, has multiple links that people could have clicked on, and so it's going to be a little bit more complicated. We only created one clickable link, so it's going to be really easy for you to figure out those people. But if you go to this page, you can see the open rate and all that stuff, so that'll be helpful as well. But you just go to clicks, and this would tell you if that person clicked on that link. So this was the link in that email. Obviously, it's going to be different, but you would click that, and you can see the people. There might be an easier way to do this in Flodesk, but that's how I did it, and it worked. And so then I just would go in, and if these, I would kind of just like take note of the people who had clicked, write them down, and then I would take them out of that segment so that they're no longer a part of it, and delete everyone in the segment that didn't click the link. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys have any other questions about Showit, Squarespace, entrepreneur hacks, let me know in the comments. I would be happy to answer them. And as always, giving it a thumbs up helps me know that you are interested in this kind of video. Thank you.